In the boundless expanse where fate is written in blood and will, the path of immortality grows ever more treacherous. Winds whisper of old grudges, and shadows stir where even the heavens dare not gaze. Wang Lin stands once more at the edge of destiny, his heart tempered by countless trials, yet the storm before him has only begun to gather. In the previous chapter, schemes within schemes tightened like invisible chains, and the line between ally and enemy blurred beneath the weight of ambition. Power is no longer merely seized. It is contested by those who would defy the heavens themselves. Now, in recap, Renegade Immortal Chapter 493, Chapter 494, the tides shift once more. Hidden forces begin to reveal their hands, and a single misstep could lead to annihilation. Will Wang Lin carve a path forward through the chaos, or will the forces converging upon him finally close in? The legend continues. Step carefully, for every breath may be your last. A whisper of silver light split the night sky, and in that instant, destiny itself seemed to hold its breath. Wang Lin's eyes gleamed with a mixture of anticipation and cunning. "Fourth sister," he murmured, his voice carrying a rare softness. "When will you finally allow junior brother to master the art of instantaneous travel?" The fourth sister regarded him with calm composure, a smile curving upon her lips like moonlight over rippling water. With a graceful movement, she reached into her bag of holding, producing a piece of jade that shimmered with a mysterious glow. She flung it toward him. "I had intended to release you only after Master's birthday celebration," she said softly, her voice tinged with restraint. "But fate moves strangely, and you broke free on your own. Seventh brother, I had no choice. May you not hold this against me. Inside this jade lies more than the teleportation spell. It carries a restriction taught to me by Master long ago. Though born of a low-grade celestial incantation, its strength is formidable. Consider it a gift, a token to atone for past missteps." Wang Lin accepted the jade, his fingers brushing the smooth surface. He studied fourth sister for a long moment, a quiet respect underlying his gaze. Their bond, fragile but unbroken, had survived the harsh crucible of time. She was at the zenith of soul transformation, yet no malice had ever seeped into her heart. Even months ago, her seal had bound him but spared his life. Bai Wei, watching with a knowing smile, raised his wine cup. "Seventh brother, the Purple Division's true disciple title seems destined for you. Allow me an early toast." He sipped, the liquid reflecting the starlight. Wang Lin responded with a subtle smile, returning the gesture with a calm elegance. Rising, he clasped his hands. "I have matters to attend to. Tomorrow we shall meet again." Bai Wei nodded, his smile unwavering. "Proceed, seventh brother. We shall manage here." The fourth sister offered a silent nod, her eyes reflecting a quiet understanding. Wang Lin stepped forward, dissolving into a silver streak of light that vanished beyond the horizon. Left behind, Bai Wei's expression darkened, a shadow of ferocity crossing his gaze. As he returned to the Purple Way Pavilion, his mind churned with scheming thoughts. Master has planted the demon seed within senior brother. Now that it awakens, his cultivation will soon return. If that happens, my revenge may be lost. How shall I navigate this? Meanwhile, Wang Lin traversed the skies, exchanging polite nods with passing cultivators, until the familiar silhouette of the Purple Forest Pavilion emerged from the twilight. He ascended directly to its third floor, retrieving the jade for Retubra. Fourth sister had entrusted to him. The jade was heavy with potential. Beyond the teleportation spell, it carried the life-altering restriction capable of spanning tens of thousands of kilometers. Wang Lin's eyes narrowed as he delved into its secrets, withdrawing his divine sense to probe its depths. "So this is the essence of the greater teleportation restriction," he whispered to himself, tracing the patterns in the air. "It harnesses the momentary distortion of time that occurs in teleportation. Seal oneself within this moment, repeat the motion multiple times, and release it. And the resulting force propels the body far beyond normal limits. Simple in principle, perilous in practice. One misstep could plunge me into a spatial rift. Exact landing points are uncertain. Only someone with late-stage soul transformation and a profound understanding of planet Tianyun could navigate it so precisely." A slow smile spread across his face. The spell was unique, a gem among the mundane. Wang Lin's body shimmered, forming an ethereal illusion as his hand wove a secret seal. Silver light cascaded around him, like liquid moonlight swirling in the void. The sensation was uncanny. He felt as if submerged in a cosmic ocean, the surrounding space solidifying under his touch. He memorized each nuance before taking the first step. 1 step, a minor shift. 2 steps, the air thrummed with energy. 7 steps later, he hovered a mere foot above the ground. The silver light flared brilliantly before vanishing. Replaced by an all-consuming force that tugged at his very being, his body was swept away uncontrollably, disappearing from sight. 50,000 kilometers distant, a mountain erupted in a burst of silver radiance. A loud explosion echoed as Wang Lin emerged from a cloud of dust, dirt clinging to his robes. His lips curved in a satisfied grin. The greater teleportation restriction. Its power is unmatched. Only on Tianyun could I learn such an art. On Suzaku, it would have been impossible. Even ascendants struggle with such distances. He lifted his gaze to the moon, laughter spilling from his lips, carefree and victorious. In a single motion, he shook the dust from his body and soared skyward, a streak of silver against the night. From the jade, a second secret revealed itself. A restriction without name, guiding celestial spiritual energy in a spiral through the body. 9 rotations, each building upon the last. Its design derived from the 9-cycle celestial refining tactic, a low-grade celestial spell. Even if perfected, its strength equaled only 3 cycles of the original. Wang Lin's heart stirred with resolve. He sought a tranquil place and began meticulous study. No reckless action would risk this treasure. With careful focus, he merged his knowledge with the 3 killing spells forged by Situ Nan. Confirming the restriction's authenticity, he inhaled deeply, activating his celestial spiritual energy. A fragment separated, placed at precise distant points, and began its spiral. 1 rotation birthed sharp force, studied through divine sense. The second cycle took hours, pain coursing through him, yet the understanding deepened. The third cycle nearly shattered him, celestial energy flooding his body. When complete, the golden energy emerged, distinct and commanding, forcing aside ordinary white energy, as if asserting dominance. Wang Lin held the golden essence in his left hand, a forbidden domain of power. The 9-cycle celestial refining tactic. Its might is mysterious, but boundless, he murmured, hands weaving the familiar seal. The silver light enveloped him once more. 7 deliberate steps, and he vanished. A flash outside the purple division heralded his arrival, disoriented but alive. Night waned, the first glow of dawn brushing the horizon. Today marked the All-Seer's birthday, a day of learning, of destiny, and the eagerly awaited revelation of Tao to all who had gathered in homage. The world held its breath once more, as Wang Lin prepared to step into legend. The sky above Tianyun Planet trembled with anticipation, as though even the heavens themselves waited with bated breath. Once every 10,000 years, the All-Seer would reveal the secrets of the Tao, and today marked that rare convergence of fate. The moment was a beacon for cultivators from every corner, a chance to glimpse the profound mysteries that could elevate or shatter one's destiny. At the break of dawn, the disciples of the Heavenly Fate sect emerged in solemn procession, beginning with the Red Division. 7 figures, radiant in robes of crimson adorned with golden dragons, ascended in 7 streaks of fiery light. Their green sashes swayed like gentle waves as they bowed reverently toward the main sect, their every movement a study in discipline and devotion. Next came the Orange Division, another 7, their robes a warm amber, following the Red Division's example with precise, respectful bows. One after another, the Yellow, Green, Cyan, and Blue Divisions followed, each formation radiating strength and authority. And finally, the Purple Division, the weakest of all, sent only 3 streaks of violet light into the sky. They paused, hovering, the sharp eyes of the 6 stronger divisions slicing through them with disdain, cold mockery etched into their gaze. Yet among the 3, Bai Wei remained unshaken, his expression calm as ever. Fourth Sister's eyes burned with a silent fury, her teeth biting her lower lip, her aura coiled like a spring ready to snap. Wang Lin, however, regarded the other divisions with a steely composure. As he observed, a subtle tightening at the edge of his pupils betrayed his rising apprehension. Among the crowd of cultivators, he recognized 3. Sima Rufeng, late soul transformation, on the verge of ascendant stage. The stoic man Wang from the Green Division, half a step into ascendant. and a familiar figure from the past, the middle-aged warrior who once faced Chihu wielding the killing intent crystal. That man now stood in the Orange Division, his cultivation fully realized at the late soul transformation stage, yet a hidden depth still veiled his true strength. Wang Lin's gaze swept over the remaining disciples of the other divisions, his sharp eyes catching only traces of concealed power. Despite the hints, he could not fully discern the depths of their cultivation. A chill ran through him. The Heavenly Fate sect's might was overwhelming. Any of the first 6 divisions, he realized, could lay waste across an entire world with ease. Even the legendary Zhuke Z, with his titled seal, would be powerless against such force. Yet outwardly, Wang Lin maintained his calm, though his heart grew heavier with each passing moment. Behind the core disciples, the ordinary disciples of each division rose in a majestic fan of colors and energy, their numbers immense. The Red Division's formation dwarfed all others, brimming with strong cultivators. The Purple Division's followers, by contrast, lagged behind, a stark reminder of their decline. Fourth Sister's melancholy voice broke through Wang Lin's thoughts. Seventh Brother, do you see how far the Purple Division has fallen? Wang Lin nodded slowly, replying, Yes, it lags far behind the others. She sighed, her words tinged with bitterness. The Purple Division suffers from endless infighting. True disciples are fleeting. None last a millennium as in the other divisions. Once, under Junior Brother Sun Yun, we thrived. Now that vigor is gone. Her voice trailed into silence, leaving only the distant murmurs of cultivators gathering for the grand celebration. The crowd swelled as more came to seek the Tao, their cultivation irrelevant in this moment of convergence. Across 10,000 kilometers, the air thickened with energy, a sea of mortal and immortal ambition. Wang Lin surveyed the multitude, realizing for the first time the magnitude of the All-Seer's presence. Then, a radiant arc of rainbow-colored light shot from the main sect, arching gracefully across the sky. Within it, the All-Seer appeared, a venerable figure robed in the spectrum of colors, his presence serene yet commanding. The core disciples bowed deeply. Greetings, Master! Wang Lin followed suit, respect etched into every movement. The ordinary disciples echoed their reverence, their voices rolling like thunder across the heavens. Greetings, Ancestor! Even the visiting cultivators paid homage, some shouting, others nodding quietly. The All-Seer's gaze swept over the assembly, his faint smile carrying the wisdom of millennia. I, the All-Seer, have long sought to comprehend the heavens. Today, I shall share a fragment of this enlightenment with you. My Tao follows the fate of the heavens. Should any errors be found, forgive this old man. His voice, gentle yet resolute, held the weight of untold years. Then, with a subtle shift, he gestured skyward. But first, let my old friend from the Cultivation Alliance speak. A hush fell over the crowd. Powerful cultivators stiffened, surprise flashing in their eyes. From the void came a laugh, resonant and commanding. Golden rays erupted across 5,000 kilometers, converging with blinding intensity. The world seemed to dim as the golden light swallowed sun and sky alike, leaving only its brilliance. Within it, a man emerged, long hair flowing as if caught in an unseen gale. His frame was broad, his eyes lightning in their intensity, a living tempest of authority. Even the strongest cultivators bowed instinctively under his gaze. Clad in purple, a three-eyed sable perched upon his shoulder, its own gaze sharp and cold as thunder. The All-Seer's expression remained polite and composed. So it is, Elder Son. All-Seer greets Elder Son. I am honored that you sent an avatar to this humble celebration. The middle-aged man smiled, his golden sword shimmering as he retrieved it from the fading light. Old monster All-Seer, how could I miss your 10,000-year celebration? This blade, refined 10,000 years, is my gift. Its earth-yellow hue should suit your tastes. The All-Seer accepted the sword, passing it to Kunpeng Z of the Yellow Division. Trembling with awe, Kunpeng Z bowed. Thank you, Master. Elder Son chuckled, shaking his head. Some things never change. The All-Seer merely smiled, his gaze sweeping over the assembled cultivators. Today, I shall teach the Tao of the heavens' fate. Debate is welcome for any who dare question its fruit. He seated himself upon a cloud, the old master of the sect emanating an aura that calmed yet commanded all. Elder Son took his place beside him, eyes fixed in study, prepared to absorb the teachings. The sable leapt from his shoulder with lightning speed, vanishing into the void. Wang Lin's pupils narrowed in shock. Such velocity was rivaled only by the full power of the half-moon blade. Before he could react, the sable returned, alighting lightly upon his shoulder, its gaze meeting his with uncanny awareness. A ripple of tension coursed through Wang Lin. In this moment, the true spectacle of the heavenly fate sect revealed itself, not merely in power, but in the living essence of Tao, destiny, and the unyielding will of those who sought to command the heavens.